Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Former WWE star Bryan Danielson has been a vocal advocate for AEW ever since he joined the promotion. The American Dragon speaks highly of the Jacksonville-based promotion and is always ready to defend his place of work. Recently, Bryan addressed the exits of Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, who left AEW to rejoin World Wrestling Entertainment. Bryan claimed that they have a megastar in Cody Rhodes because of AEW, and even questioned if CM Punk would have returned to the promotion if AEW hadn't existed. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo reacted to Danielson's statement and agreed with his opinion. During an episode of Riding with Russo on WrestleBinge, he said that the Stamford-based promotion can't develop new stars on its own, and that Cody had established himself as a top guy in AEW, which helped him get back to the global juggernaut. He added that Punk's return to AEW boosted the promotion's viewership, and that got the TKO-owned company interested. Both Cody and Punk returned to the Stamford-based promotion in consecutive years. The American Nightmare debuted at WrestleMania 38, while Punk made his return at 2023's Survivor Series in his hometown of Chicago. They have since established themselves as two of the biggest stars in the company. WWE veteran agrees with Bryan Danielson's comments about Cody Rhodes and CM Punk exclusive. In a surprising turn of events, a respected WWE veteran has openly agreed with Bryan Danielson's recent comments about Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, sparking intense debate across the wrestling community. Danielson, who has never been shy about speaking his mind, made headlines earlier this week after giving a brutally honest take on the mindset and locker room presence of two of the biggest modern wrestling stars, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. While many fans were divided over his words, the endorsement of a WWE legend adds an entirely new dimension to the story, showing that Danielson's perspective may carry more truth than initially believed. Bryan Danielson, known for his thoughtful and sometimes controversial insights into the business, recently discussed both Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in an interview that quickly went viral. He praised Cody for his passion and leadership, but pointed out how his drive to be the face sometimes overshadows others who are equally deserving. Danielson also addressed CM Punk's complex relationship with the industry, calling him one of the best talkers and minds in the business, but noting that his outspoken nature can be both his greatest weapon and his biggest flaw. Danielson's comments came from a place of experience, having shared locker rooms with both men across different companies, and his honesty struck a chord with fans who remember his time navigating similar challenges during his own WWE run. Now, a WWE veteran has come forward to publicly agree with Danielson, stating that the American Dragon's assessment of both Cody and Punk was spot on. The veteran, who has spent decades in the business, revealed in an exclusive interview that Danielson's words reflect the reality of what many wrestlers have quietly felt for years. "Bryan's one of the most intelligent guys I've ever met in wrestling," the veteran said. "He doesn't speak unless he means it. What he said about Cody and Punk wasn't meant as criticism. It was truth. Cody's got this unbelievable drive, but sometimes that energy can rub people the wrong way because he's always looking for the next big moment. Punk, on the other hand, is a genius when it comes to psychology and promos. But he's also someone who doesn't back down from conflict. That's both admirable and dangerous in a locker room environment." The veteran went on to elaborate that Cody's rise in WWE since his return has been nothing short of remarkable. But that doesn't mean it's been without internal friction. "You can't be as successful as Cody without having people question your motives," he said. Bryan pointed that out in a fair way. Cody's heart is in the right place, but he's built different. He's a perfectionist, and that can make collaboration tough sometimes. But at the end of the day, his love for the business is unquestionable. As for CM Punk, the veteran echoed Danielson's sentiment that Punk's career has always been defined by his refusal to compromise. "I've known Punk for years," the veteran continued. "He's one of the smartest people I've ever talked to about wrestling. He'll tell you what's wrong, even if it costs him relationships or opportunities. Bryan understands that because he's cut from a similar cloth. The problem is, Punk doesn't always know when to stop fighting. Sometimes that line between passion and chaos gets blurry. The comments have reignited discussion about the roles Cody Rhodes and CM Punk play in today's wrestling landscape. Cody, as the reigning top babyface in WWE, represents the corporate face of the company's new era: discipline, family values, and passion. Punk, meanwhile, embodies the rebellious spirit that challenges authority and questions the system from within. Danielson's acknowledgement of both their strengths and flaws painted a nuanced portrait of two men who have defined different sides of modern wrestling storytelling. The veterans' agreement underscores that even behind the scenes, the wrestling industry still revolves around the same core conflict: ego versus purpose. That's what makes this whole thing fascinating, the veteran said. Cody and Punk are two sides of the same coin. One plays by the rules to change the system from within. The other breaks the rules to expose the flaws in the system. Bryan's just the guy who sees both sides clearly. That's what makes his words so powerful. Many fans have since praised Danielson for speaking so candidly, with social media filled with clips of his comments and reactions from around the world. Some believe his insights are a rare moment of honesty in an industry built on illusion, while others argue he should have kept those opinions private, given the sensitive nature of both men's histories. Still, the veteran's support adds weight to the idea that Danielson's perspective is not just a personal opinion, but a reflection of deeper truths in the wrestling world. Interestingly, Danielson, Rhodes, and Punk all share a unique connection through AEW, where their overlapping timelines and philosophies often clash behind the curtain. Danielson joined AEW to focus on wrestling and mentorship, while Punk was viewed as the company's outspoken moral compass. Cody, however, became AEW's face of management before departing for WWE in 2022 to pursue his Finish the Story dream, a move that many still interpret as both bold and divisive. Bryan's been around long enough to know that wrestling isn't just about who's the best in-ring performer, the veteran continued. It's about who can lead, who can inspire, and who can balance their ambition with humility. Cody's figuring that out. Punk's been fighting that battle his entire career, and Bryan, he's just evolved past that. That's why people listen when he speaks. The timing of this discussion couldn't be more interesting, as WWE and AEW continue to compete not only for ratings but also for philosophical control over the industry. Cody's success in WWE represents the polished, story-driven side of the business, while Punk's return to AEW and subsequent controversies highlights the gritty, unpredictable energy that fans can't get enough of. Danielson's insight into their characters and the veterans' agreement essentially bridge the gap between those worlds, giving fans a clearer picture of how top wrestlers view the balance between creativity and control. When asked whether Danielson's comments could affect his relationships with either man, the veteran responded with a laugh. "Bryan's not worried about that," he said. "He's one of those guys who doesn't say anything behind your back that he wouldn't say to your face." Cody and Punk both respect that. It's part of the reason why they've all managed to stay relevant, because they speak truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Fans online have already started speculating about whether Danielson's comments could set up potential dream scenarios in the future, perhaps even drawing Cody and Punk back into the same narrative orbit, something that hasn't happened since their brief AEW overlap. "It's funny," the veteran added. "People always want to see drama, but what they don't realize is that sometimes honesty brings people together." Bryan wasn't trying to start a feud. He was trying to explain how passion can look different in two people who love the same thing. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Danielson's ability to speak openly about two of wrestling's most polarizing figures has struck a chord that extends beyond company lines. The WWE veteran's endorsement of his comments only adds legitimacy to what many fans already suspected. Danielson sees the wrestling business for what it is, not what it pretends to be. In an age where scripted promos dominate, his genuine words have reminded fans why authenticity still matters. Whether you agree with him or not, Bryan Danielson has once again proven that his influence extends far beyond the ring. His understanding of the complex personalities that drive wrestling forward, Cody's ambition, Punk's rebellion, and his own quiet wisdom, continues to define him as one of the industry's true thinkers. And with a WWE legend publicly backing him up, it seems that even in a world built on kayfabe, honesty remains the most powerful move a wrestler can make. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.